Hello and welcome back. I'm Lincoln, and today's the 19th of October, which means the sculpt for the day was lantern. I'm going to put up the rest of the prompt list now. For anyone just joining this sculpting challenge, it's all about learning new tools and techniques, and today I'm going to show you how to use the brush fall off and the stamp tool to make the rings in the glass. And as always, I'll have this all broken up into chapters for you so you can skip around. Alright, let's grab your iPad or other device. Let's go make a lantern. Alright, let's make a lantern. So let's get rid of this and add a box. Now this one I'm just going to stretch up just a little bit. There we go. Alright, we'll roll over to the top. We'll go ahead and subdivide it, validate it. Now we're going to do some cuts on it. And this one, I do sometimes get these a little off. Let's see here. Circle. Yeah, circle. Alright. I'm going to cut these. Now we're going to do this one and let's see. It should be this one and this one. See if I got them right. There we go. Try it again until those are clean. It just, sometimes they want to cut clean, sometimes they don't. There we go. That'll be good enough. Okay, now what I'm going to do is duplicate that one. So let's clone that one and bring it up. And I'm going to turn on darken selecting objects for a second so I can see what I got going on. Just makes it easier to see, the separation between the two. Alright, let's use that to cut that out. Turn that one off, turn this one on. Voxel merge them. There we go. Perfect. Go to the front. We're going to go ahead and remesh this real quick. Again. Okay. Trim. Rectangle. Now let's see. Is it still, yeah, still have it on rectangle. And just kind of cut it where you want. There we go. Rotate it. There we go. And it doesn't have to be perfect on this one. Alright, a nice frame. Bring in another box. This one we're going to use for the glass. Not quite that thin. Right there is good. And just set it, I just want it inside the frame. There we go. Perfect. And then I'm just going to move it in, just like that. Alright, now we can subdivide this because I want to do the rings on there. I'll grab the move tool because it pulls to the surface normals. We're going to go up here to the alpha, which is fine, but we're going to go to the spline because you got presets. We'll go to the spline and just adjust this so we get the rings. Just like that. Alright, turn to the side, pull it. Yeah, that's perfect. Alright. Now, I'm going to turn that into glass, and it's got some haze to it. Let's fix that. And I want to change the color to kind of a soft color. There we go. A little too amber. Try that again. And a little more orange. Just like that. There we go. Perfect. Let's make the glow look better. All right, I'm going to speed up and just copy and place those real quick. Alright, I'm back. Now let's make the top. So I'm going to use the Lathe Tool for that, and the curve, and let's just make something like that will work. Go in and subdivide it. Did it. That looks good. Now we're going to go to the gizmo. Gizmo again. Move to origin. And click on a view. Doesn't matter which one. Bring it up. Now I want to cut that off so it's flat. I think I don't like that. So trim that off. Right there. Gizmo. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, now what I want to do is trim that off so it's got square edges. I want kind of a square edge going on. So trim and square centered. Oops. Trim. Touch something. It's going to be a little off. So what we're going to do is turn the grid on. Trim. Yeah, there we go. Good. There. That's better. And about right there looks good. Oops. I need to flip it. Right there. Alright, it's got a nice look to it. I like it. Alright, now I'm just going to take that, clone it, drag it down, and I will just trim off the inside. Trim, we'll turn off the center, so I just have my regular rectangle again. Flip that again and trim it off right there. Alright, that's pretty good. Now what we're going to do is import the candle that you made before. Actually, we can go ahead and put the ring on it too. Just put a ring in there. So I'm going to add a sphere. Oops. Bring this up. Shrink it down. Just like that. Looks good. Subdivide it, validate it, and then we're going to bring in a ring. So we'll add a torus. Turn on snap, snap it, shrink it down. Let's see, needs to be a little bigger, I think. But what I want to do is come into the subdivision, take in this inner radius some, that'll look better. Now when we bring it up, that looks much better. Okay, got that on there. Now if you want to make that so you can adjust that, we're going to snap to a view, grab your pivot. Your pivot adjustment's in a little bit different place, but you put it right on that dot. Now if you want, you can adjust this whatever you want it to. Now to make that look a little better, we should go ahead and put a hole in there. So what I'll do is I'll clone this one. It doesn't have to be a straight hole, that's fine. So what we're going to do is clone that. And to make that one bigger, we need to subdivide it. Make it a little bigger. Put it right over there. And we will cut those two apart. So that torus, turn it off, and this sphere, voxel merge them. There, now you have a hole in there. And I think I'll just adjust that sphere down just a little bit. There. Now, when you click on this one, if you want to rotate it, oops, I have that. It moved on me. So you'll move the pivot again. Right there. Now if you want, you can move your ring around. I'll give it a little kick. Alright. Now let's bring in the candle that we made before. So add to scene, candle, yes. Alright, now I gotta turn a bunch of things off so I can see what I got going on here. Alright, I'm gonna go label this real quick and I'll be back. Alright, so get everything labeled as you can see. Now I'm gonna turn off the frame, lenses, top, handle. Handle, I'm gonna go ahead and validate that real quick, it doesn't really matter. And candle, I just want to start adjusting so we can turn off the handle. Alright, now turn off the grid. Now this is a little different. This is different than what you guys have. This is the way everything is now with the parent item and the children that you can have. So you can see here the lights right there, and it's all connected. So you can turn it off, select the entire thing, and move it around with everything connected just like you would if you were joined. This is a little bit nicer though because you can articulate things if you want, which is really nice. Alright, so I'm going to get rid of these lights though because I'm going to put in a different light, so we're just going to delete these two. Delete those two. Alright, so I want to shrink the candle down, but to do that, if you click on this, I'm not sure if that will work. Yeah, it shrinks everything still because it's all parent and children. So well, you just have to pull these off. So you grab these two, grab them and pull them, and they disconnect. So now I can shrink this guy down. And I want to enlarge everything, but let's bring these two back down. And then we're going to enlarge everything. It looks a little the right size for this. I'm going to bring that candle down a little bit more still. That looks good. Bring these back in. Alright, now what I want to do is put a light, point light right in that flame just by itself. I just want to start fresh, it's just easier. So we'll go in here, we'll grab a light and put it right in the wick, in the flame I mean. That's good. A little over, a little up. And make it a point light. And increase the intensity. Change the color to a nice glow. And let's see how that looks when we put everything back together, back on. I'll get it right in a second. There we go. And that looks pretty good. Now, you can still adjust this quite a bit. Make it brighter. Now, if you don't want this, they have the experimental thing in here that'll turn that off. You go to screen space. It'll keep it in there. But it doesn't, I don't know, you lose a little bit. So, just bring the intensity up. That will help. Still gets a little crazy up here though, so you bring it back down till that goes away. Alright, now I think probably the glass, the lenses, I'm going to repaint those a lighter color. There we go, a little better. And we can paint everything else. We'll turn that off, top, bottom handle, not the candle, and the frame. And we'll just paint that just a flat black with maybe just a little bit of shine. And paint all. Yeah, you know what? Let's do brass. There we go. And I could use some smoothing, but that's alright. Alright, I hope you guys are enjoying these tutorials. If you are, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Alright, thanks.